Have you ever pulled up to your local ER and waited hours for care, wondering why it's so backed up? Or noticed your property taxes creeping up year after year, hitting your wallet harder? That's the reality for millions of Americans right now, and it might be tied to something happening thousands of miles away at the border. You're not alone if you felt uneasy walking your dog at night because crime seems to be ticking up in your neighborhood, maybe more reports of break-ins or tensions that weren't there before. Schools are bursting at the seams with overcrowded classrooms, where teachers are stretched thin and kids struggle to keep up. Hospitals are slower, with longer waits that could make a difference in emergencies, leaving families stressed. And those rising taxes? They're often covering services pushed to the limit by growing demands, making it harder to afford the American dream. The real reason behind these frustrations? It's rooted in our border and immigration policies, managed by federal agencies like DHS, CBP, and ICE, with laws set by Congress and enforced by presidents from both parties. For years, challenges like surges in asylum claims and enforcement gaps have led to millions entering, straining local resources. This isn't about pointing fingers at individuals seeking better lives, it's about systems that haven't kept pace, as both Democratic and Republican administrations have contributed to the current setup, amplifying pressures on communities. Beyond what you hear in the news, there are quiet ripple effects, hidden costs, like the billions in education spending for newcomer students, over 500,000 school-age migrants since 2022 alone, adding pressure without always matching funds. Legal and safety concerns arise when systems are overwhelmed, potentially leading to higher local insurance or response times, though studies show immigrants overall commit crimes at lower rates than native-born Americans, debunking some fears. Everyday shifts include strained housing and transport, and long-term, while immigrants boost the economy with $89.8 billion in taxes paid by undocumented households in 2023, local budgets feel the immediate pinch in services like schools and hospitals. If trends continue without adjustments, everyday folks like you could face more challenges. Education and healthcare services might stretch even thinner, with studies predicting billions in added costs and potential drops in quality. Safe neighborhoods remain a priority, but economic analyses show immigration often revitalizes areas, though unmanaged surges strain budgets. States like Texas, California, and New York could see the biggest hits, with ripple effects nationwide, and U.S. ties with neighbors like Mexico might suffer if diplomacy falters, impacting trade that supports jobs. Now, to help you think ahead, let's explore 3 realistic futures based on policy paths. In the worst case, if enforcement gaps widen and surges overwhelm without reforms, we might see school closures from overcrowding, hospital wait times spiking due to uncompensated care burdens, taxes jumping 20 to 30% in hard-hit areas, and subtle economic drags, leaving families feeling squeezed and communities more divided, though overall crime rates could still hold steady per research. In a neutral scenario, if policies tweak but stay mostly as is, strains ease slightly, crime perceptions stabilize with better integration, schools use temporary fixes like more trailers, hospitals manage with modest improvements in wait times, and taxes rise moderately, a status quo that keeps things afloat but doesn't fully resolve the daily frustrations. In the best case, if balanced reforms like stronger enforcement, legal pathways, and resource allocation take hold, as experts suggest could boost GDP by 0.5 percentage point, we'd see crime trends improve through vetted processes, schools adapt with planned funding for growth, hospitals reduce delays via shared contributions, and taxes stabilize, fostering vibrant, unified neighborhoods with economic gains for all. So, what's your take? How has the border situation hit your daily life, and what changes do you want to see to make things better for everyone? Drop your thoughts in the comments, let's discuss and find common ground.